We have a number of new developments on the ground in the Middle East to tell you about on this Sunday, including a deadly Israeli airstrike in the Gaza city of Rafah and a separate Israeli raid on a refugee camp in the West Bank. Robert Sherman is live in Tel Aviv. Robert, what other details do you have on those airstrikes?
Yeah, Hena, despite the fact that you've seen a lot of the tension with Iran, at least from our vantage point, starting to subside, that does not mean that the situation is 100% stable here in the region. Starting off with the West Bank for a moment, we've seen these kind of operations carried out by the IDF rather consistently since October 7th to try and root out terrorist cells operating in the West Bank. Some of our sources say we really have to keep an eye on the West Bank in the next couple of weeks and months as they feel as though the tension nearing an apex over there. And then when it comes to the situation in Rafah, these airstrikes, they've been rather consistent over the last few weeks as the Israelis gear up for a grander operation to take place in southern Gaza, something that they've been saying from the podium in Jerusalem. They have every intention of carrying out this week in order to root out the last few battalions that Hamas has inside of the Gaza Strip. Some of Israel's allies, including the U.S., have raised a lot of concerns about this, especially considering over half of Gaza's population is estimated to be sheltering inside of Rafah. There are concerns about the humanitarian situation there. We've seen the Israelis upping the amount of aid going into Gaza over the last couple of days, which the U.S. says is a good start, but they like to see that at a higher level as well. But still, you have some people on the ground in Gaza, such as this one Palestinian woman, describing a situation that she says seems hopeless. This is what she had to say.
The hardest war, the worst war, and after it's over, there's nothing. I mean, nothing worse can happen after that. There's nothing to cry about. The last hope. I mean, there was no hope left.
But on the ground here in Israel, you see such a focus being placed on the hostage situation. We've had demonstrations taking place throughout the weekends here, with thousands gathering and demanding that their loved ones be released. Take a listen to this.
I mean, there's no meaning to this number anymore. I'm talking about more than half a year that my son, that all the hostages are still held in Gaza, and no deal is on the way.
Over half a year, putting that into context there, Hena, and it's estimated that there's still over 100 hostages being held in Gaza. And while the optimism has ebbed and flowed in recent weeks, at this point, there's no indication that a new hostage deal is coming anytime soon. Hena.
Robert Sherman in Tel Aviv, thank you so much.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.